We all have embarrassed ourselves at some point in our life. But what happens when you embarrass yourself publicly on national TV? Did you know that your elegance teacher once was on a trashy reality show? Now let me share this in today's story time because I have finally, after so many years of looking, found the missing footage. My dear elegant ladies, welcome to today's story time. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my leveling up videos every Sunday. Now let's dive straight into my trashy past. In 2010, I applied to be part of this Swedish reality TV show called Paradise Hotel. At that time, I think I was 25, and I thought it was a brilliant idea to be part of a TV project like that. I thought it was going to be a fun adventure, and to be honest, I actually thought it was going to help me level up my life. Little did I know that it actually leveled down my life. And I am explaining this in great detail to why in my brand new workshop called How I Went from Broke and Awkward to a $1 million life without having any special skills or connections. Now ladies, this is a free 1-hour training where I teach you some of those important lessons I've learned that was the catalyst to my upgrade in life and to the life I live today. So visit levelupsecret.com to register for this workshop, but you need to hurry up because it is going to disappear. How Paradise Hotel works is that you are locked in this big villa with other people. The show starts with 11 contestants checking in to this beautiful villa, and everyone is trying to find a partner as quickly as possible so that they can stay in the competition. Because each week, a contestant will eliminate one competitor from the show, and then a new competitor will be brought in to try and shaken up the game. Now, I came in as a new competitor, somewhere in the middle of the show, and I stayed for about 3 weeks. I left the show because I got voted out by my partner because his ex came into the show, so he chose her instead of me. Me and him, we were never romantically involved, but he was simply the guy that I felt I connected with the most in there, so we became friends, and we were gonna stick together until the ex came in. And the fun fact is actually that the ex became one of my good friends and actually one of my best friends from the show. You need to be aware that the reason why Paradise Hotel is one of the trashy TV shows, it's actually similar to Big Brother. You're isolated with other people and you're being filmed like 24/7. Plus you drink every day, and some people even have a little bit of hanky-panky. Now the hanky-panky I had was kissing a girl and kissing a guy topless in a pool. That's it. Some of you might be already horrified. Anna, how could you? Well, this is exactly what we're gonna talk about the stupid things that we've done in life. So having been part now of a reality show, I can really have an opinion about it, and I've seen it from all kinds of angles. I think that they are quite toxic because I have seen how the TV production team work, how they pick out the people, what are they looking for. They're very psychologically strategic about it all. And I find sometimes that they on purposely choose young people, they on purposely choose scandalous people, naive people, vulnerable people, insecure people, people that are going to do foolish things on TV that's going to give the production team exactly what they want, which is good entertainment. However, on whose expense is that entertainment going to be on? I got to experience that it was on my expense. I crossed boundaries I wouldn't have crossed otherwise. I did things that I regretted, but the production team was happy. Yay, we got that person who is making a fool out of themselves on TV. Happy times. And there's another problem as well, is that they really do influence a lot of the plot. First of all, okay, I want you to know that there's no scripts. Everything is what happens naturally in there. But the TV production team, they really do influence and maneuver the plot a lot. First of all, if you start becoming boring, they're gonna find a way to replace you because new people are coming in every week. Now also, don't think that it's just a little coincidence that every day we were drinking heavily on set, every day alcohol was coming in, every day there was a party. Guess why? Because when you drink, you loosen up. You start crossing your own boundaries. You start doing things that you normally wouldn't have done in a sober state. But they know that people in their 20s, especially people in their early 20s, they're going to have a different relationship to alcohol perhaps than what you have in your 30s, 40s, etc. People might not be good drinkers. As an example, I got incredibly wasted a few times on set. There was even this one time when I got so drunk that I passed out on the bathroom floor, and of course they were showing it on TV. I was being sick and my friends had to take care of me. Really, ladies, I had the worst helicopter of my life. I still remember it. The TV production do all of this on purpose. They want drama, they want scandal, they want foolishness. And sadly, and this is what I kind of regret, is that when you are in that age, you don't always know better. You don't always realize what consequences come from the things that you do. You also might not be the most secure person. You also might not have the strongest boundaries. The problem with shows like this is that it does attract people who have some form of underlying issues that make them want to be part of a TV show like this, making them seeking out things like this. Because I don't think a healthy, balanced, and educated person in the right state of mind would think that this is a great idea. In my case, ladies, the reason why I applied and took part of this TV show is because back then, I was insecure and I needed validation because I couldn't self-validate myself back then. So I was always looking for external factors that could validate me and give me that value as a person because I couldn't give that to myself. So I thought genuinely that being part of this reality show, it would actually make me become someone of importance, someone of value. But little did I know that it did the exact opposite, that it would devalue me. In particular, how I felt about myself. And the time after the reality show, it was actually a very difficult time for me in life. I was suffering psychologically and I entered the darkest phase of my life. It was a really low point, and this whole experience was a difficult experience for me. I thought that it was going to be a positive one, a fun adventure, but it turned really out to be the complete opposite because I also felt that I didn't gain anything from it. You're not gonna believe this, but every time I get asked, so did you at least get financially compensated somehow? And the truth is that yes, we did get compensation for the days that we were away because, you know, we couldn't attend work, etc. So we got about $15 per day that we were away. So I was away for about 21 days. So I got around $300 as compensation. Yeah. Of course, there are people who simply do this for publicity because they want to become famous and then they might get work opportunities this way. But from the season that I was in, I don't think anyone got any remarkable opportunities because the season I was in just didn't really hit the TV very well. I think our numbers were quite low as well. So of course some make it, but there are very few. Most people just end up making a fool out of themselves, they gain nothing, and then now everyone has seen their stupid side of them on national TV. Bye, enjoy your life. Do you know? I mean, okay, there is a great example of when it actually can work in your favor, although this hasn't actually worked always in her favor. But you know, the Swedish princess Sofia Hellqvist. So she's married to the Swedish prince Carl Philip, and she was actually part of Paradise Hotel in 2005. So the same reality show as myself, however, 5 years earlier. And she did become a local celebrity in Sweden as a result because of this reality show. Because the season that she was in, it was one of the kind of best seasons, so everyone there, or many of them, became kind of celebrities. So that, of course, helped her in a way to expand her own network. And thanks to her own network, she later became introduced to the prince when she was out one night in a nightclub in Sweden. So someone introduced them, and this is kind of the way perhaps the reality show helped her. Although after she met the prince, she really had to work very hard on her image to polish everything up because, yeah, the tabloids were writing about her past and it was, of course, a whole big deal. But the truth is that you can, of course, recover from doing mistakes like this or being part of a trashy reality show. But my advice, ladies, is to not get into one from the beginning. Why? Because it's not worth it. Because chances of gaining anything are so small. And I say this from experience. But the reason why I wanted to share this unflattering side to myself, the side that happened 12 years ago now, is because I want you to understand that leveling up is possible regardless of who you've been or what you've done in the past. Your past doesn't define who you are today, and we've all done stupid things that we regret. You are going to miss out in life if you keep hanging on to something that happened to you, back in the days. And sadly, I am seeing many ladies who feel guilt, shame, lack of confidence, and many other things because of some of the mistakes that they've made in the past. There is this really good saying, let go of your past and it will let go of you. I've been working so much with this mindset, and this is actually the secret to my confidence. I am comfortable sitting here and talking to you about all of these things like passing out on a bathroom floor or swimming topless because I am no longer attached to that version of myself that I once was. I have accepted my flaws. I've accepted that I've done mistakes. I've accepted that I'm not picture perfect and I'm not trying to be perfect. I am trying to learn from my mistakes. I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to do better every day. And that in itself makes me become incredibly proud of myself. And also, looking at this footage, looking at these images, I just feel so proud because I know that this is evidence of how far I have come. And what great inspiration is that to you ladies who are currently on your leveling up journey. Maybe you're beating yourself up about some things of the past, but I am here today to tell you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore what you've done, who you've been, what you said, what you did. It doesn't matter. And of course, there will always be those who are going to judge you for your past. But you know what? I look at them and I think, well, show me your perfect life. Show me your perfect past. Show me how perfect you are. I am happy for not being perfect because this means that I'm learning, this means that I'm evolving, and I want you to really be aware that we all make mistakes. And especially now, new year, new me, it's time to really level up. It's time to move forward and it's time to let go of the person that no longer serves us. This is why I created this workshop where I'm going to really go through some of those brutal mistakes that I did, especially during this time of this reality show. Make sure you join this workshop, ladies, because it's only here for a limited amount of time. And let me know in the comments below if you have anything that you've regretted in your life. Now, in my next video, how Kate Middleton changed her life. We're gonna see more transformative stories and get inspired. Don't forget, new year, new me. It's time to level up, ladies. I will see you in that video.